Here's the start of a project I'm working on. I'm using a clear polyester casting resin. Got a gallon of it. I don't know. With shipping, everything probably costs 30 bucks. Next, the one I bought, I don't know, it's maybe a 6-inch diameter glass globe from Home Depot. And I sort of took a marker on the outside and I divided it up so I can keep everything proportional. And I'll show you what I mean. I started pouring a layer. First poured one layer, and then I set up pennies, spread pennies around, brand new 2020 pennies. Then I put roughly another 8 ounces of the resin, another layer of pennies, and so on. Now what it is, you can see I got a roll of brand new 2020 pennies here. I'm going to have to actually, when I start coming up, start using 2019 pennies because I'm going to run out. Now, the idea of all of this is, got all the pennies turned the right way. Plus two, I have in there, I have 7 pennies with mine and Susie's birthdays, my 2 kids' birthdays, the daughter-in-law's birthday, and the grandkids' birthdays. All right, and then the idea of all of this is, you can see I got poured up to here already. Probably be a couple of more rows of the 2020 pennies, and then I'm going to have to go to. I ended up with a roll of uncirculated $2019 pennies, and I sort of finished that up with those on the bottom. Then the idea of this is, when it's all done, I'm going to break the glass, crack it away. And I should end up with a bowl with a little stand on it. Now, what it is this is casting resin, and what that means is, when you pour casting resin, the inside of this bowl up against glass will all harden. Anything that's exposed to the air will be a little tacky. When you pour layers together, that doesn't really run into it, unless you got to sort of keep the dust off, or you'll see the layers a little bit better. But this should also be a shiny globe. If not, well, I'll have to do something else to it. But that's this project. I'll show you after I pour a couple of more layers. Well, this is how this penny mold came out. Problem was, inside that glass, some of the layers would shrink and then let some of the plastic slip around to the other side of it. So what I'm going to actually end up doing is, because it came out so rough, because the layers come around and breaking it free of the glass, I'm going to take it up north. I got a lathe up there, and chuck it on the lathe, see if I can turn it to get this broken stuff off. And just from around here around to see if I can get that smoothed out and that overlapping stuff off. And then it's going to be a lot of sanding, stages of different sanding. And we'll see how that works out. I got to wait till I get up north, though. I got a lathe up there. I don't have a lathe down here. Here's a project I started down in Florida. It's actually, I started out with a 6-inch diameter, roughly, glass globe. Would pour a layer of clear casting resin in there, and then put a layer of pennies, and put another. I got a DVD, a part of this that I made down in Florida. But what happened, when I'd be pouring the layers, one layer would shrink away from the glass, and then the resin would seep behind it. So it's not smooth and not that. So I'm going to try to refinish this globe and polish it down. Now, I don't want to hit it with a chisel or anything. I'm going to try a sander. While it's spinning, hit it with a sander. And then finer and finer sandpaper and see what happens. Let's see what happens. I even wear a dust mask on this. A lot of people complain that I don't wear protection. So I'll put this on. Let's see what happens. I got it on a real slow speed. Let's see if it stays on. I got it fairly centered on there. I want to start at a slowest speed though first. You can see where the layers are and where I got to. Some of it, I gotta keep sanding until I get through all of these little broken off layers. So I'm down to one layer. You can see I got a whole bunch right in there that I gotta get rid of. It's getting there. I hit a penny. I'm going to free it, and that's good enough. I got some tiny little scratches, but I doubt if. Well, I'll try it a little bit tomorrow. I'm beat today. That's it for today. Here's a close-up view of the finished globe. I don't know how much you can see of it. The pennies in there. Like I say, some of the pennies you can see right there come through the face. They were a little too close to the edge when I poured it. But that's the finished globe. Like I say, it's around 6 inches in diameter, full of new pennies. Alright, that's it.